Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 87 of the KBMOD podcast. We've got some special guests, but no one that is foreign to the cast. We have Gerritzen here, who is absolutely one of my favorite people and just a really good friend. So,
wow. It's Gerritzen, you fuck!
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have Gerritzen on the podcast.
No, but a lot of Jared obviously has worked on some pretty good games, like Blacklight Tango Down and what else?
And Tribes Ascend.
Oh, Tribes Ascend. Tribes Ascend. That's what it was. And we also have Hundar, one of my friends and coworkers at Machinima, producer, host on Machinima Realm and other projects over at Machinima. Thanks for being here, Hundar.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm in Gig Harbor, Seattle.
Yeah, they're both together right now. Yeah.
Tacoma.
No, Gig Harbor.
Twin Peaks. I'm on the set of Twin Peaks.
Just living out in Wake right now.
What are your coordinates?
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll have them on the cast, and we'll be yucking it up with them. And but in general, let's start with you, Hundar, because if people don't know, I think most people know who you are, to be honest, at this point. But if they don't, do you want to give them a quick rundown? I mean, I kind of gave a brief introduction.
I can repeat. I've worked for Machinima for 2 years, and I work on Realm and Machinima ETC, and I used to have a beard that was longer than Jared's, but then I got my life together. So things are really going well for me. Don't worry about me, guys.
That's good.
That's weird.
That's true. I do miss that beard, man. It was, and I know that there was a lot of fans, especially on Realm, that were bummed when that thing went. But was it like losing a family member to cancer quality of? Like when you were standing in the mirror cutting it, or was it?
No, it was like I was scared to see what my actual face was like. I hadn't seen it in so long, and I was like, "Why am I scared of my own face? This is fucked up." So then I cut it off, and I was like, "Oh, right."
That's why I was afraid of my own face.
I have no lower jaw. That's why.
I've grown his beard back.
Just kidding. Jared doesn't have a lower jaw. I have a great Hollywood masculine jaw right here, folks.
After he did that, he actually texted me saying, "I thought I looked like Judge Dredd under this. Apparently not."
It's like I was wearing that visor only on the lower part of my face the whole time. The whole movie.
The whole time you were shaving it, we were just like, I am the law. I am the law. I am the law.
As blood poured out of my beard all over everything. It was pretty dark. It was a dark day.
Jeez. Man.
Yeah, it's hard to move on from that, isn't it? I know.
It is. All right. Well, typically, obviously, at the beginning of this cast, we go through what we've been playing or watching or just doing this last week. So I guess let's start with Brandon, since you were in order on my screen as the first person on the left, besides Dan. What have you been up to, Mr. Volition? Besides Tribes Ascend, obviously, which you still play with.
Yeah, no, absolutely every day. I played, I played a little bit of Hotline Miami today before the cast. I'm almost finished with that, I think. Played a little bit of Quake Live yesterday, and realized how bad I am now. I've played a little bit of League of Legends, and the, I guess, most noteworthy thing I played, which maybe I don't know if I can talk about it or not, because I don't remember if there's an NDA, but Company Heroes 2, they gave out beta keys on the PC Gamer Facebook page. So I got into that a little bit, and I had no idea what I was doing, so I didn't really enjoy it, actually. But, I mean, it's Company Heroes, and I'm sure it'll be good. But whatever the beta was...
Tightest NDAs, by the way, Brandon.
What's that?
Facebook games have the tightest NDAs. Like Facebook you're going to get a cease and desist right now.
Why are we off the air? This is bullshit.
Yeah, oh man, wow, we've been taken down.
That was quick.
Way too much information spilled.
Way to
very
fuck
detailed.
everything up for yourself.
Helicopter. Send it on your house.
Shit, dude. I got a code off Facebook. I can't talk about it.
So I don't know what there really is to that beta, except for a little bit of multiplayer against the AI. but I just lost horribly every game. There was no chance I was winning, and I was on the lowest difficulty. So either I didn't know what I was doing, or the difficulty was not exactly correct. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
That's cool. That's cool. I know. Sorry, I'm typing on my very loud mechanical keyboard. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, Brandon, too. You were getting very frustrated with the League of Legends matchmaking as well, because we were playing.
I was. Yeah. That.
I always love how you would look up how many wins the people that you're laning against have, and you're like, well, that guy has 2,000 wins.
Well, no, this has happened. This is like the worst part about MOBAs in general. It's happened with Smite. To a just as bad an extent, and then it happens with League, because I'm not even level 30 in League, so I figure when I'm in a group, it should pull the matchmaking down a little bit, and then we join a game, and then we lose, and I see that the guy that I was going against, like all 5 guys on the team have 1,000 wins. Right. It's like, all right, well now I don't feel so bad, but why did we get matched up against those people?
Yeah. Hey man. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, dude. That's it. It's matchmaking trying to help us improve in great leaps and bounds, which is kind of hard to do when
I log on. I log on and I play for 3 hours, and I still don't get my first win of the day.
Yeah, that is rough.
That's heavy.
I love MOBAs.
Understandable. Yeah, Dan, you are the biggest MOBA fan that I know.
MOBA fan Dan tweeted at me. The's now a parody account. That's your fault, Scott.
Well, hey, I just wanted to have. I know how much you love him. All right, so what about you, Jared? What have you been up to this week? If you even game, or are you too busy making games as of
I've
lately?
been playing a lot of PlayStation 4. Trying to get rid of this PC thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was doing a lot of practice for the Call of Duty esports thing, and then I found out that I wasn't PC, so I wasted a lot of time for that. No big deal. Big deal.
Yeah.
They sent you an invite though?
No, they didn't send me an invite.
It's very presumptuous.
I just thought. I thought.
The real problem is that there aren't enough people playing on PC for them to even fill up the 32 teams. So that's the real issue.
It's true.
It would just be Orb versus like 4 guys.
Yeah.
It'd be Orb versus Ches. That would be the finals, and that would be the whole thing.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, actually, 1v1 tournament would be great. They'd get $25. The weird thing that I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4. I'm 3. I've got 4 stuck in my head. Yeah. Oops, slip. I got a Facebook invite for Battlefield.
Oh, the NDA is broken. Oh no.
Oops, sorry. Now Sam Choppers are going to come to me.
Oh shit. They get here so fast.
Yeah, a lot of the BF3 endgame stuff, and then actually playing Blacklight, which was weird because I haven't been playing in a long time. So it was good to come back, and it's a surprisingly good game.
It is a surprisingly good game. Well, yeah, it is surprisingly good. And I was actually, it reminded me that Sark told me I went to see Evil Dead with him today, and he told me to tell you that you need to raise the level cap because he's almost 40. So
well, didn't you see? I tweeted out. I'm actually using him as my barometer for the level cap because I refuse to let him top out, and that's a funny one person. Like it's a really hilarious inside joke between 2 people that spawns across hundreds of thousands of people that I'm using Sark as the guy that I'm raising the cap for. So sorry,
it's
everyone.
Close, man. It's gonna be soon. I think then. It's gonna be.
We're raising the cap tonight, so
I think he's like 38 or 39 right now or something. So
he was 38 the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually I flipped some switches to slow him down.
Negative 300% EXP.
He's losing XP with every win.
I gave him the Bro Team Pill weapon tag that minuses all of his stats. So
nice. Solid. That's good. What about you, Hundar? What have you been playing lately?
I just finished the Heart of the Swarm campaign.
Okay.
For StarCraft. I got I listen.
So you're moving to Korea next week, right?
Huh?
You're moving to Korea next week, then?
I'm moving to Korea next week. I already drive a Kia Soul, so Korea is already in my blood. You know,
heritage, really.
Yeah, it's true. And I played the campaign, and then I was like, Well, of course I would do good in like actual matches. Why? I've been playing this whole campaign. Why wouldn't I be good? Guys, I am maybe the worst StarCraft 2 player on Earth. I play as
Wow.
the Zerg, and I'm like, it's going to be just like Aliens every round. It's like they nuked me from orbit at the very beginning of the movie before they even got there. It's so sad. It's such a sadness. You've never seen a sadness like this. So that's what you get for going into Korean esports for 20 minutes. I made a big mistake. I'm going back to XCOM.
It
or
only
whatever.
took 20 minutes for you to be like, I'm never playing this online again. Wow.
Campaign was pretty good though. Pretty good. But way better than Diablo 3, Blizzard, by the way. StarCraft 2's story is just so much better. And I think it's the best of all their properties. I don't know if anyone cares what I'm talking about, but just
I
saying.
don't know.
Well, that's
I
fair.
would agree. Diablo 3's story was pretty lacking.
You're not going to find people here, holding up Diablo 3 as a,
No.
as the pillar of gaming.
No, guys. There's a lot of story there. Diablo's there, and you kill him.
Kill him
that's-
again.
Yeah,
He's
you gotta
there
kill
for the
Diablo
third
again.
time. It's like fucking Anixia all over again.
She's still there.
We're gonna kill Anixia before this expansion's over, and then she'll be like the first raid boss in the next one as well.
I hope so.
For
They
her
fucking
fa-
love Anixia.
Undead for the fifth
Eggs.
time.
Yeah. Raynor and Kerrigan. There's a love story for the ages, I think. I'm not even being facetious. It sounds like I am, but I'm not.
So there you
Anybody?
go, folks.
Anybody?
I don't know if anyone played it. Brandon, you played it.
Oh.
didn't
Yeah, I
you?
played it. I finished it.
That's pretty
It
good,
was
right?
good. It was good. I mean, I think I cared less about the story this time around than I did with Wings of Liberty.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good story.
Wings was
Not
real.
the best story, but yeah, I think Wings set such a high bar that this was like I didn't expect it to top it anyway. But it's good. It's definitely worth the money. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
totally just killed this podcast by talking
No,
about
no,
No.
that's good. No, I was just trying to think about what I've been playing other than League of Legends. But League of Legends, as always, played. Actually, we did play some Blacklight this week. Sark and I played a couple hours in the office. So that was good. I hadn't tried out some of the new maps, so I got to do that, and I also have got some nifty codes that I was able to put into. And I made a mistake. I don't know if this is supposed to happen, Jared, but I unlocked too many things. No,
No,
the
yeah,
game's
that
like,
happens.
You have too many. So I don't know.
Once
Okay.
we
Yeah.
got those packs, we were over the item.
The
limit.
packs, yeah, the
It's
packs
like, that
stuff,
was
so.
over.
Anyway.
the
Delete-
You say you talk about a bug
Gotta-
and you see Jared stand up and walk away and you hear Kipling screaming in the background. Keeps him locked in a cage.
But yeah, man. So that's been fun. I'm trying to think what else. That's about it, man. Between those two, haven't been playing too much. What about you, John?
Team
Actually
Fortress.
played. No, actually not as much. I've still played, but not as much because the season's over. I have like a month and a half between seasons, so I'm not gonna play. I played some Blacklight this week. I'm incredible at that game. Just so you know, I'm the fucking best. COD 4 yesterday. I
Yeah,
played
you
for
were
like
playing
7 or
Pro
8 hours
Mod.
yesterday.
I
I
was like,
played
what
Call of
is he
Duty 4.
doing?
I hadn't played that game in like a year plus. And then I went back to TF2.
Well, by the time I got to your stream, it was like 2v2 on Vacant or something.
Yeah. Well, that'll happen from time to time, but that's pretty much it. I played a little bit of Smite as well, and some Quake Live here and there. I would love to play Quake Live at work, but 60 hertz monitors makes me want to kill myself, so I can't do it.
This
is priority.
We'll play that at
Heavy
work.
runners.
Machinima, but everybody stopped their accounts. Made me sad.
On 60 hertz monitors, they probably play it, and they're scrubs because of that.
Probably right.
That is true. I forgot to mention I twerked with Nuketown on Friday
Yeah,
night.
oh my
on his
dear
stream.
God.
So we got down with the trap. So
Yeah.
that's not so much a game as it is the lifestyle that we both live. But I feel like it could qualify as a game. So we did do that. I think there's probably highlights somewhere online.
Oh,
of
yes.
that. What about you? What about you, Nicholas? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Smite and Trials Gold Edition or
Oh,
whatever the
Tri-
fuck it's called.
Probably a lot better than me at Trials.
No, not really. No.
It's hard.
Yeah,
No.
it just makes me mad.
It does infuriate you at times.
That's what it's for. It's
Yep.
pretty much the only reason it exists, is to make people mad.
How
I think-
far
I
did
think-
you get?
yeah.
I just finished my A license test.
Oh, okay, you're way ahead of me. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Nothing
I was
really.
gonna say I'm in this kind of like I'm not even enjoying playing League of Legends. I'm not really enjoying anything because after I finished BioShock Infinite, everything has been a every like food tastes bland. Fucking gaming is bland. I feel like I'm under this cloud of just such high expectations for other things to be as good, and they will never be. And I don't know. I probably feel like Alex feels because I haven't talked to him about it yet, but I'm assuming he loves the game, and I can only imagine it's affecting his acting as well. So I hope
he did finish it. He was blown away.
he was.
As everybody else was.
And we're at a party at a friend's house last night, and we ended up there's a lot of drinking involved, but we ended up talking BioShock Infinite for like an hour, as only nerds do at a party, and just
Last night?
our minds blowing. Yeah. You missed that. You missed. I guess you weren't there for that. I was talking about it with Patrick and some other people.
I got there after the Bioshock talk.
Oh, after the BioShock talk. Yeah. So it was good. What about you, Dan? Sorry, I forgot to.
Well, I started up WoW again on Monday, so that's going well so far though.
Yeah.
Pandaria is a hell of a lot better than Cataclysm already.
Yeah, it is.
The leveling is quite good. I'm leveling a horde character, which I haven't leveled in like 3 or 4 years on that side. So,
What are you playing?
a troll monk at the moment.
Wow.
So giving that a go, I started leveling my Draenei Shaman, who's an 85, but I didn't really get very far into the 85 to 90 content yet. But
Talking about World of Warcraft. my DK is 90. Let's hang out. Even though I haven't been on in months, I guess.
yeah,
My
John.
You're so fun.
So I've been playing that. Also played a lot of COD 4 and Binding of Isaac, as always.
Nice.
But that was pretty much it. But WoW has been really fun.
It is a really good expansion, though, isn't it? I
Yeah.
totally agree. It's really well done.
Yeah, I'm hoping to hit 90 here and do some looking for raid and that kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll be streaming it tomorrow on here.
Yeah.
How does your wife feel about all this, Dan?
I don't know that she knows yet.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting to the bottom
Troll
of this.
monks.
I
Wow,
got
that's
I got the expansion for free, or else I probably wouldn't have done it. So
Yeah.
but but
I guess
yeah,
you probably
it's-
got the hint when she hasn't seen you for the last week that we're back on WoW.
Hey, I have been doing it in moderation
Yeah.
so far.
All right.
That's impressive.
So far, that doesn't sound.
Well,
positive.
Hunter, you don't. My history with this game is bad.
it's
Is
really
bad. Yeah. John and I did the PvP grind in Classic, and
Lord.
we were play-
We both did it for Dan's account. We
yeah
didn't do
we
it
were
together.
playing it 24 hours a day, so we could beat the bots. It was bad.
Hey.
It was bad.
I can appreciate that. I got my job at Machinima because I was an unemployed WoW guild leader, so I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yep. I was an officer. That was bad. Bad times and good times.
Exactly.
Best
It's
of times
always
and
bad times.
Yeah.
There's never any one side or the other.
But yeah, that's been about it. I did start Arkham Asylum this morning on stream.
Great
which
game.
I had not played that game yet, so like 4
It's
years
been out
on.
for a year. Good job.
No, that's
No,
the
it's
first
been out
one.
for 4 years.
From last fall and Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. So yeah, Arkham Asylum. It's really good so far though.
After that, you should check out Borderlands 2.
I'm like, hey man, I played
And
that
while you're
on
playing Hot
launch
Classics,
with you,
Counter-Strike
Jared.
Source is pretty good, as is 1.6.
Hey, Scott,
Yeah.
did you know that Shannon's working at Hidden Path now?
What? No.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So hit her up for all of your Counter-Strike boners.
All my Counter-Strike needs. All right.
I think we can get some CS:GO beta keys.
Hopefully.
God, those were like gold for a while because they just were
were.
not giving them out.
were.
But all right, guys, I think is that it? That's everybody. I think for the.
I think
what
we
we've
think we
been
covered
doing.
everyone just now.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick 90-second commercial break here, bros, and then we'll be right back. Talk with Jared a little bit about some games and things, and then we'll do the news. But we'll be back in 90 seconds. There we go.
You guys are getting a bit of echo, Jared, Hundar.
We are.
Just
Yeah.
it's not all the time, but it's
It's weird, yeah, here and there.
Is it better if we lean back like this?
It's mostly
What?
when people are talking and it's
You
out of
should
your
probably
speakers.
drink more. It'll probably fix it if you drink more.
We'll drink more. We'll drink more.
Copy that.
Roger will go.
So it didn't. Yeah, it didn't happen there. Like, it's been strange. Like when only Scott was talking, it was echoing, and then it wasn't for other. I don't know. It was weird.
We could put on headphones.
No, we can't.
Oh right, we
Yeah, we don't
tried.
have splitters.
Yeah, that's right. We could be really stupid about it and have
Yeah.
an earbud in one ear and an
Be
earbud
like
in your ear.
Comcasters.
Comcast.
Is it a really bad echo?
No, it's not doing it
hasn't
right
been-
now.
Yeah, it's not doing it right now.
Yeah.
It's just when it has done it, it's been like there were two Scotts or, but
Which is never a bad thing. to
Yeah,
be
never
honest,
a bad.
but,
No,
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if it
Stop.
gets super bad. I'll just say something.
Scott.
Scott.
APL, how was the end of that party for you? What time did you leave?
We left around 3:30, I think. So it was good, man. It was fun. Yeah, it got. What time you pieced out with Ricky?
When the cops showed up, that was our
Oh.
opportunity to go.
That's
with-
when you left. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were the coolest cops ever. Lindsay
They
was
were.
like, she was like, "What should I do?" And they were like,
Yeah, it's
"Nothing."
just like, so should I turn the music down
Yeah.
or what? They're like, yeah, you should probably just
Yeah.
start there, probably.
do that. And then they were like, "All right, see ya." But they were both having like dumb smiles on their faces, so I don't know what they knew that we didn't. But yeah,
They weren't actually cops. They were,
they might not have.
They
been.
were just
They may have been
stoned.
strippers that someone
Male
called.
stripper. Yeah.
Oh shit! All strippers.
Wow, 3:30. That's a solid night, my friend.
All right, we are back from commercial, and we do of course have Jared here, and he makes video games sometimes when he's not flying in planes, which seems like most of the time. But
True.
so how was showing Daylight at PAX East? I know a lot of us got to play it.
It was really surprising, honestly. I had definite reservations of showing it, not the way that the what is it, the Outlast guys, Outlast on set.
Yeah, they had like a booth thing.
Yeah,
where you sat.
it was funny too, because when we first started working with Daylight, I had this big grand vision of having this big dark booth, and then night vision videos showing the reaction to people outside.
Mhm.
And with PAX East, it was one of those things where we actually were not planning to be at PAX East to show Daylight at all. And we've got some good buddies at Astro, and they hit us up and said, "Hey, we've got 2 booths or 2 spots." And it was one of those, okay, yeah, we'll totally go. And literally, if this was Indie Dev the movie without assholes in it,
Please,
You were Phil
could,
Fish.
Could you specify which ones are the assholes?
take a guess.
Hmm.
If this was when they would show me stroking my beard and pulling out every single fucking hair because I was so freaked out about if it's going to be scary at all. And I don't know, it was really successful in my opinion of a brightly lit room with hundreds of thousands of people walking around, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw people jumping and getting scared from it. So that was really fucking cool. But not only that, we had people coming by actually trying to see if we were full of shit, and we only had 3 levels or something like that. I had one guy that came by like 5 or 6 times, and he came to me, he's like, "You're actually showing a really dynamic generation." I was like, "Well, yeah, I've been saying that." But it's pretty cool to see fans that don't believe the hype, which is a very interesting thing. I think that gamers are getting smarter, which is really fucking cool. But also the fact that we were able to scare people, and I mean that was successful. I mean this game, my biggest hurdle has been downplaying what it is. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want people to think, holy shit, this is the first Unreal 4 game I'm expecting to see Battlefield 4. You know,
Right.
I don't want people to think that they're going to see the most groundbreaking game. You know, really what it is it's a proof of concept to make an Unreal 4 game, but also it's a proof of concept to make a dynamically generated game. And we succeeded on all those points. And PAX was a great situation where we got people to come in and play, and not only that, but we got a lot of great feedback. And PAX is one of those weird things where you can either use it as a platform to get people to talk about your game, but really what we were doing was really using it as a platform to get feedback. And it was really cool, man. Like this is a game that this was before we announced Blacklight on the PlayStation 4, so it was our big indie debut.
You're publishing it yourselves, right?
Yeah. That's been the plan the entire time, and it's pretty funny to see how many publishers have come out of the woodwork saying, "Yeah, we didn't believe you guys could do this," and one of our guys came by and they were scared, and so now we want to talk to you guys. So it's really adorable that publishers are kind of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny. It's going to be an interesting year for Zombie, I'll tell you that much.
So how has Unreal 4 been? I mean, none of us are devs, but is it a huge advance over Unreal 3 or?
Yeah. So, the big thing that I'll say is, and this isn't being, I don't get paid by Mark Rain or anyone like that, even though I fucking should for saying this one. 3 to 4 is such a huge advancement, not so much in the game space. I mean, Unreal 3 had DX11. Unreal 4 has DX11 and more complex shaders, and it's got a lot of really great stuff. But really, if you go to PAX, are there games that look like dog shit? No. Art has gone to that next level. It's just like YouTube, where you watch guys that are in the garage that make great videos. With this, gamers they're learning how to be better artists. So the big thing is that tool. And man, Unreal 4, you could do for example, Daylight is 6 guys and 1 engineer, and that 1 engineer's been kind of messing around and getting things, but really he's been making tools for our artists. So Unreal 4 to Unreal 3 had a lot of things that you'd have to have multiple engineers on to make things work. Unreal 4 is it's like Flash. It's freaking amazing. And so, I think that's going to be the big tool set for a lot of kids to learn how to get into games, and a lot of indie devs to make really, really crazy new tech and new games quickly, which is even crazier.
Very cool. So Blacklight's going to the PS4. Is that going to be a pretty... we've always been saying that that's going to be a pretty easy transition, although that's us not knowing anything, obviously, about the dev side, but both being x86 platforms, and it's already a PC game, so does that make it easier for developers overall with the PlayStation 4 to go back and forth?
No.
No? It's just difficult.
Unreal 3 on the Unreal 3 is no longer being supported. Period. So we are rewriting all of the rendering. We're rewriting so many parts of the game. It's pretty insane. Hopefully from that it'll make it easier, because there'll be Big Brother Zombie to help out people. But Unreal 3 to 4 is their major steps. But also, PlayStation 3 to 4, massive changes. Unreal 3 was honestly just the worst to deal with. It had crazy processors. The PlayStation 4 is really, they listen to devs. But I know that PC guys don't want to hear that.
No, we've been pretty positive, actually.
My question for you is because, I mean, we've said it before, and it probably doesn't get the credit it deserves, but BLR is one of the better looking games on PC. At least, I not from necessarily a realism side, because that's obviously going to go to Battlefield, but kind of like a detail oriented sort of outlook on it. Like it's really detailed. The anti-aliasing is fantastic. Like the tessellation's great. Like how much are you going to have to strip that down for a PS4, even though they say that this is supposed to be on par with PCs, we all know that it's not. Like, how much are you going to have to strip away from that?
Well, I mean, the big thing that I don't think anyone really fully realizes as far as game development goes, especially free to play, is we need to make Blacklight run on min spec, and that unfortunately becomes kind of a target. So it's one of those really kind of difficult situations where you've got a broad target range, and you need to kind of aim down towards the bottom in order to get that to fit on a good PC or a mediocre PC or a shitty PC in that case. Versus the PlayStation 4, we actually have a spec PC, and Blacklight's going really, really high frame rates. It should be very interesting to see. I don't think that we're gonna have to cut any corners on Blacklight on the PlayStation 4 at all. Period.
I mean, you'll cap frame rates though, right? So your target is only 60 FPS, correct? Like, you're not looking for those astronomical frame rates that you look for on a PC.
Exactly, but if it's one of those things where if a new race of human came out and they could see more than 60 frames, John.
Oh no, they can only see 17.8. That's what I learned from Reddit.
Okay, well there. So we're gonna drop everything down to 17.8, and we'll just add more particles.
Better be a 60 FPS game, Jared, or we're gonna have problems.
Right now it is. Right now it's a pretty high frame rate. So that's off our PC specs. So we'll see what happens. I don't see any. I honestly, and this is gonna of course shoot me in the fucking foot, but really, who watches this?
Well played.
It's not gonna be hard to hit 60.
All right, good.
You heard it here first. I'm going to break it to Kotaku when the game's not 60 on PS4 and play them the sound clip. So
Nobody watches
I'll be
Kotaku
playing
either.
it on the PS4 like all the time.
Sure you will.
Really unfortunate.
Sure you will.
Is there any plans? I think I saw you address this on Twitter, but are there any plans for? Is it going to be cross-platform, or is PS4 going to be its own set of servers?
Right now it's two different publishers.
Okay.
So, unless someone comes to the plate with something really nice for us, I don't see that. I don't see that even making sense for us.
Yeah.
We're literally trying to separate ourselves as much as possible.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Blacklight on PS4. All the details you needed.
And wanted.
So, before I ask you a question you probably can't answer yet, but for Daylight, do we have any sort of release window?
This year.
This year? Okay.
How you like that?
I'm fine with that.
It's
Acceptable.
Yeah, it's weird. We were gonna go a lot sooner, but there were a lot of things that we want to dial in, and really it's that opportunity to put out a great game versus an okay game.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly I would love to put out what we showed at PAX, but I think that there's so many things that could be better that I've been really pulling a lot of that back.
I mean, audio's always been a strength for you guys, and it's not gonna. I mean, it's in an FPS, you're not necessarily gonna get the recognition for that. But I feel like taking more time to develop the audio into something like incredible for Daylight would probably be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because
gotta
the audio
for
in
that type
BLR
of
is
game
fantastic,
as well.
and people aren't necessarily going to realize that because it's just guns firing.
Right. Well, and the audio team's been going gangbusters with this, and the cool thing was our audio director actually came by and said that they want to make a soundtrack connected to it. So that's, there's a lot of things that we want to do that's right versus kind of stumbling through everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be fun.
So now to get something you probably can't answer yet, but we couldn't help but see on Zombie's hiring page that
are you guys gonna go fucking gangbusters on me?
hiring someone with lots of MOBA experience.
Blindsided. Sorry, Jared.
Get crap down, pal.
Because APL here, he likes him a MOBA or two.
I mean, I'm a pretty established MOBA player as well, so I was thinking about applying for that job anyway, just as an idea, man. So, anyway. But yeah, what's the word? Is there any comment at this time from you, Jared, on this, or is this we're not talking about it yet?
Well, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Damn it.
It's spooky.
You guys are about to do a real life session at daylight over there. You guys.
That's a flashlight, Scott. You're a fucking shitty fan. There's no flashlights in daylight.
That's great. If I was at PAX, maybe I could have played it and seen it. But
Well, why didn't you come, Scott?
I know.
Knucklehead.
He could have paid his own way, but he was at the electronic dance music concerts, so
A lot of money already after that.
listening to Skrillex.
All right. Well, we won't worry about it then. For now, I'm getting the hint that we'll.
All right, MOBA from
Move on.
Zombie Studios confirmed. All right, let's move on.
Let's keep going.
Oh, look at this.
Oh man, fire!
fire.
In
We
there.
were reading the chat that we were slowly fading into the background. So
Sorry about that.
We amended it.
Now it's spookier.
Now it is Alan Wake. Now it
Are
really
you
is.
beveraging? Are you beveraging on homemade beer?
Yep.
It's brewed through. It's filtered through my beard.
Yeah, it's in a bathtub. You guys want to come over and get some.
So that's it for that little segment, Jared. But we'll move on to the news now, and the big news this week. Probably
Echo.
the biggest. Yeah, a little echo there. Disney shutting down LucasArts. Of course, LucasArts been around for a very long time and made some really great titles. And the craziest thing is, I haven't cared about a Star Wars game in years, but I was really pumped for 1313. And yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get that unless somebody picks it up.
You heard it here
I don't
first.
think-
Star Wars 1313, Zombie Studios, 2014.
Picking up all the games.
It's a MOBA.
A Star Wars MOBA. That is a fucking genius idea. Actually, I want to fucking work on that.
So,
That's-
Copyrighted,
wouldn't-
Scott. Quick.
Who wouldn't play it?
to clarify for people listening, what happened is Disney closed LucasArts, the studio. They will be licensing out Star Wars properties to other studios now, rather than having it put out any games itself. So, I mean, I guess there is a chance that 1313 will be grabbed up by somebody. You got to feel like that game was probably somewhat close to done, but maybe not. I don't know. No, wasn't close to done. Jared tells us the game is not close to being done. So there you go. But
Also,
go ahead, Hunter.
No, I was gonna say a Star Wars MOBA would be shit. So don't. No one wants to play that either. Sorry, APL.
Scott does.
Just keep
Well,
playing. Sure, not playing.
I'm gonna play it, but it's alright.
Oh, Mace Windu does this attack. It'd be so stupid. It'd be so dumb.
No, oh my god, come on! And people would. You don't even have to.
It's an area of effect attack. It'd be so
A lot of
stupid.
AOE,
Attack the
but there's
Nexus,
so
you
many
will.
characters in Star Wars, man. You could make it great, and it actually wouldn't have to be great. I'm more coming from the business side. Just shit something out that has the Star Wars
Wouldn't
name
have
on
to-
it.
Just like the prequels, just like everything.
Exactly.
What's that?
Just go and enjoy the Star Wars ride.
Yeah, isn't that enough for you?
So,
Sorry.
but yeah, Secret of Monkey Island games, X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter, all that old stuff you enjoyed. Dark Forces 2. Scott, did they make Jedi Power Battles? I wonder.
I don't think that was them. No.
Your favorite game of all time?
Yeah, it is my favorite game of all time. But I think. Hold on. Let me see. I'm actually looking it up right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
But no, I
looking
don't
at
think
a
it was
list right
LucasArts. Oh, yes. Yep. I was wrong. It was LucasArts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
now I'm
did.
mad that that's not on the list of that article.
What a successful
And also, let me
game.
look up Masters of Terrascasi, which was the Star Wars fighting game. That
Good
is
lord.
one of the
Can we talk
worst-
about Full Throttle instead of fucking Star Wars Power Battle? What, Day of the Tentacle instead of fucking
Yes.
whatever Scott's talking about right now?
My God, you obviously never played Jedi Power Battles, Hundar. It's one of the
Thank
best.
God for small favors.
Yeah, Masters of Terrascasi, also LucasArts, man, another classic. I'm gonna link it right here in the chat for people.
No one
Never.
wants to
But-
click that.
Yeah.
There you go. But-
Force Unleashed, Old Republic, which sucks, but they put out a lot of really good games over time, so this just kind of sucks for everybody. But Disney does what Disney wants, so
Yeah, Jesus.
But we'll see what happens to some of those properties and if anybody makes a Star Wars game in the future. But who knows?
I'm sure they're gonna license that out. There's a lot of money to still be made on the Star Wars license. I just think
Totally.
it probably makes a lot of sense to do the licensing because they can do that with no people at that studio. They just have one person signing paperwork.
Have you ever seen how big the Lucas Game Studio is in San Francisco? John, you might have.
I have.
But
No, I don't think I've been there.
It's fucking gigantic.
It's
it was like
crazy.
200 some odd people. All are now unemployed in San Francisco, the worst town to be unemployed. The gay prostitute rate has just spiked.
It can get higher.
Ironic tattoos and skinny jeans and chain wallets are now on the streets because they don't have a fucking job. It's terrible. Like it's insane how many people just got thrown to the wind.
It's very
worst
easy
part
to
is
get a
April
job as a
2nd.
dev, though. In
No.
San Francisco. If you can
Nope.
program,
No,
you
but
can
the
walk
thing-
down the street with a resume that says front end developer on it, just a piece of paper, and somebody be like, "Come here."
John, how many front end developers make video games?
If you can develop a
Six.
video game, you can probably
Six.
develop anything.
No, I'm sorry. Well, okay, so all the 20 some odd engineers, that's great. But what about the artists? What about the guys that write snarky blog posts and instead
Moore?
of all day? I mean, it's insane. It's really really sad how many guys that have been working there for years and years and years. Like the guys that man, I know a lot of guys that left Monolith to go work on the Indiana Jones game that got, completely destroyed.
Wow.
And I mean, there's a shitload of guys that went to that studio because it's fucking Lucas, man, and it got shot out of a cannon. It's absurd. It sucks. This industry is just going bonkers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of. I mean, well, maybe it's partially because I paid more attention to the news since doing this whole thing. But like, I feel like the last couple of years, man, they're just closing left and right. With the big ones, of course, being 38 Studios and then LucasArts. But lots of
High
little
Moon
ones.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, a
Guys,
lot of.
the entire Deadpool team.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
fucking scary. All of them should just get YouTube channels and just retire.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Twitch channels. They should get Twitch channels.
So we'll have to see where that leads. And hopefully those guys get jobs, and hopefully some of those games end up living on, but we shall see. Up next, Brandon, I believe you showed me this article. You might not have, though. But Doom 4 delayed again. Again.
It wasn't even
This was-
announced.
Yeah, I
This is kind
know.
of just like I think it was like a recap of the delays that have already
But it's-
happened. Like I don't know that this is really even news. It's
Well,
just
there was
like
a lot of stuff in here I didn't know. Like them
Yeah, just-
rebuilding it like 2 years ago, starting again. And,
yeah,
like,
they haven't. They've been really tight-lipped about Doom 4. Like even at QuakeCon last year, they didn't say anything about it, and it's kind of unfortunate that they haven't been talking about it because they've been apparently having a ton of problems with it.
Yeah, they
Here, let me ask it. This is just going to sound controversial, but let me ask this question: is Doom, as a concept, as it currently stands, just too dated for people to give a fuck about anymore? Not that it didn't
Maybe.
leave a legacy, but like if you look at overall the Doom concept, because I read this article and I hear what Carmack said in this one meeting about how Doom is shotguns and demons or whatever. I think that's what he said, at least to him. And it's like, all right, that's great. And there's a time and place that obviously Doom came out, and even obviously Doom 3 was an epic engine kind of show off. I mean, as a game itself, it's pretty fun, but I don't know. I feel like I don't care that like Doom
I
4 will be cool to see. I'm
Don't
sure it
care
will
at
be
all.
technically cool,
Well, you
but
wouldn't.
it's like I'm not expecting some fucking epic campaign out of Doom 4 at all.
That's
like
the problem, though, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the Duke Nukem Forever syndrome. It's like
Exactly.
you have people who are expecting, the kind of playing off the Doom franchise, but also evolving it and making it a game that's worthy of like today's games. And Doom 3, even though it was pretty and an okay game,
Okay.
it was really just the same. It was the same formula as the earlier games, just kind of new engine, new tech. And I don't think Doom 4 can do that same thing again. Like you have to iterate the series and have it compete with, Call of Duty and the other other
which
shooters
it's-
today.
Do they really
Which-
have to compete?
When has
with Call of
anything
Duty?
id
No.
put out ever been in more than like a software check though? Like Rage
True.
was
That's
an
a good
amazing
point.
single player campaign or anything else. It's like Doom 4
Yeah.
will be what everything else has been, but I'd still want
Right.
to play it just on
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
But there are
But that's
people,
battling against what Bethesda wants, though, right? They want this to be this fucking sweeping epic. They said they want it to be like Skyrim.
Yeah, it was like it should
Sales. It's like,
sell
are
like
you
Skyrim. It's not gonna
Like,
sell like Skyrim.
No.
That's the
That's
problem
the
is that
sad
it's
part
not going to
is-
sell like Skyrim unless they make it more like a Call of Duty type experience. Like unless it's more accessible
I
than
guess, yeah.
than Doom 3 was, then it's not going to sell like that. And those are huge expectations.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the crazy part is if you were Call of Duty, if Call of Duty were to make Call of Duty but a different name, it wouldn't get the numbers that Call of Duty has. If Halo were to do the exact same thing, it's impossible to get the numbers of a giant franchise. And it's just insane that people well, actually, it's the whole business side of things where people are trying to do or say this needs to hit numbers that Skyrim hits for a shooter. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like Bethesda / ZeniMax are, because of the delays and all the money that's I'm sure has already been spent, the expectations are like the game's never going to be able to meet their expectations. It's just not.
No.
Because it's not going to be able to sell enough copies to really justify this really long development cycle they've had. And I feel like my fear is that Doom 4 doesn't do well and it gets shut down. But what I really think they should probably do if Doom 4 doesn't, like, if it's not the product that it should be, is just turn it into an R&D shop. Like, they don't need to put out games. Just have Carmack and the guys there working on engines and licensing that stuff out
So
and not
just be
actually
Epic.
developing games.
Just
Yeah.
be epic, essentially.
What they need to do is they need to take the story from the 2005 American classic Doom the movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and that's what Doom 4 will be. That's how they make that game sell millions.
Hey, the main star was the actor from Dread too, by the way. So
There
Is
you
it
go.
really?
just an FYI. And he
But-
was amazing. Because you thought it was all about The Rock, but it wasn't about The Rock. He was actually a bad guy. I'm rooted for all of you that haven't seen
Wow,
it.
did you really just
Wow.
spoil it for me? I didn't even
Spoilers.
watch that movie.
Yeah.
We need spoiler
Wasn't about The
tags.
Rock.
I just
I'm
zoned
pretty
out
pissed,
while
yeah.
you spoiled that movie, and
Dude.
I actually had nothing spoiled for me. Thanks.
Movie-
Thanks. Eric.
I wish that could have happened to me.
Amazing.
Because I plan on going and watching that movie, yeah.
Well, no, what you
The end,
said
the end of this podcast is live commentary over the entire.
over Doom, yeah. We won't even get a copyright thing for that because nobody gives a shit.
Can we just stream that afterwards?
Good.
Great.
Oh my
But
god.
what's-
Yeah, I just think it's no, I agree, Brandon. Like, I agree too. Like,
Well,
I
I
just think
think-
it's kind of silly.
I think what
this
Nick
point.
said is relevant though, because Nick is 20 years old, and he's like, "Well, I don't really care about Doom 4, but why would he? He probably
That's the
didn't play
thing, is
Doom
the
2.
Doom-
like
like
it's
the
I,
Doom
not-
I
franchise.
played Doom 2. What?
yeah, but you don't have the attachment to it. I don't think.
Yeah, Nick, if they were redoing Earthworm Jim or something like that, you'd be way fucking more pissed
Pokemon
off.
Snap.
Yeah,
Earth-
yeah. you'd be-
Pokemon,
Pokemon
yeah.
Snap. That's it.
Earthworm Jim is like
Doom was the
borderline
first
too
video
early.
game I ever purchased in my life. So even how little I care about Doom 4, I will always care about Doom 4. As
Yeah.
strange as that is, like there's just a residual attachment. Would they really
think-
go under though if it wasn't successful, or would they just sell like whatever
Yeah,
engine they
it
developed?
would be
with
like
right?
7 guys. When's the last time an IdTech engine got licensed, though? That's my big question.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem, is that slowly the Quake engine seems to be going away. Like Unreal is what most games are made on now, and no one's really using Quake engine anymore. So eventually, those licensing fees are going to run out.
Yep.
I don't think they've I haven't. What's the last? Fuck. I don't even know.
COD's still based on the
COD's
Quake
still
engine.
intact.
I guarantee
yeah.
you they don't pay them any money.
At this point,
Is
probably
it they've
not.
changed it that much?
Yeah, it's like
I-
modified
I guarantee
like
you
5
that
times. So
Activision probably said, "Hey, here's $5 million. You shut up, nerds. We're out."
That was the contract. $5 Shut up, nerds.
Well, is it IdTech 4 right now is the current engine? 5 is what's in development.
I think
Yeah,
so.
4,
Yeah.
5.
So here's the games that use IdTech 4.
Right.
This is like it's not many at all. Doom 3, Quake 4, Prey, Enemy Territory Quake Wars. What a fucking classic that was. Wolfenstein, the shitty 09 one.
I'm seeing a lot of Nexus, but that's Crytek.
Yeah.
Crytek's taken over that like, you know, slowly closing non-Unreal window.
Yeah. And Brink, Prey 2.
Brink.
And,
When is Prey 2 coming out? Did it
Never.
cancel?
It's literally
TBA.
never coming
It's
out.
never coming out.
and Quadrilateral Cowboy, the sequel to 30 Flights of Loving. Which is a hysterical.
What? How come
Yeah,
no one's
that
like
uses
the money they
E10
wasted
for it.
on Prey 2 that's never coming out?
But,
They should just make Prey 2 forever.
Yeah, why don't they just
Make it
finish
done.
Prey 2?
oh,
But I have
there's,
Blade Runner
there's
the
one
game,
on
please.
IdTech 5. One game on IdTech 5. Rage. That's it.
Oh wow.
Wow,
That's it.
really?
Their
That's-
their
I think-
game, and that's
I
it.
think the longer that Doom 4 doesn't come out, the harder it's going to be for them to sell Doom 4, because you have a generation of kids growing up right now that don't really know what Doom is, because even
Yeah.
Doom 3 at this point is
Pretty
really
old.
pretty old.
Here's how you
It
sell,
is. I was
here's
in
how you sell
college
Doom
when-
4. You sell Doom 4, you get a nasty dubstep beat, you get
Get some of that trap shit.
some
That trap.
you get Diplo to make a new song. You put it on the Super Bowl, and you just have
Super Bowl.
Yeah, you just shitty bitches, and boom, there you go, Doom 4.
Money problems, just buy a
John
Super
Carmack is
What's up,
twerking.
hookers? Yeah.
John
You get,
twerking
you
a
get Epic
trap.
Mealtime.
throw in
Yeah,
Captain
yeah,
Price
yeah,
and Nolan
yeah.
North, and you'll be good to go.
Yo,
Skrill, drop it
Carmack's probably dying to retire at this point.
He just does his rockets. That's all
He just does his rocket
John
stuff.
Carmack doesn't give a fuck. That guy will never retire because his brain's too active and
He
he's
can't.
too-
He could never. You have to freeze him and like.
He probably
Yeah.
sleeps with his eyes open.
suspension.
I don't think he sleeps. I don't.
No,
That's
he doesn't.
there's no way. That
He's a
dude.
It's lost productivity.
Must be nice.
It's a
I
good
love
question.
following his Twitter feed and retweeting the things I understand, which is no Twitter.
How did Special Forces Team X not have a Super Bowl commercial? That's a question from chat. I don't know.
Fuck me, man. That game is my bane of, that's a bigger bane of my existence than anything else. Like, that was such a fucking fun game that was unsupported. Fuck me, man.
we have people in our community that have organized game nights to play it, just so people will play it. Like,
Well,
they
hit me up.
enjoy playing it, but there's
Hit
nobody
me up. I'll
around.
get the entire fucking dev staff to get on that because that was a fun fucking game. Just
Yeah.
no one.
I don't like referring to it in the past tense. That makes me sad.
It was a fun game.
It was.
It is past. May we keep it in our memory.
It's like Nick Fenton was a cute little boy. Now
Right.
he's just a creepy old man.
I'm an old man now. Wow.
Kind of. You are very hateful and crotchety.
That's true. Nick inhabits the personality.
Hey.
Man.
Tell me the last thing I hated. Oh wait, that's probably gonna be really easy. So I probably should propose that.
Let me go look at Twitter.
I like a lot of things though. Can we just stop? I don't like this idea anymore. I like a lot of things.
All did.
Wow. Getting a little defensive.
Unfortunately, you don't like anything.
No, I like a lot of things.
No,
Just
Nick,
not
you like
Lego
not
games.
liking a lot of things. That doesn't mean you like.
He
things.
liked Bioshock Infinite, so we should all just, be thrilled about that, because Nick hates fucking video games. Nobody has played as many video games as him and not enjoyed any
And
of them.
hated-
Jared has a straight
Rates
crap
every
on
game he's played.
copy of Bioshock Infinite. I saw it when I came in. I was like, "What?"
I prefer Bioshock 1 for the record. So
There you go. Rapture greater than Columbia. That's what he tweeted. So he hates that too. So there you go.
wow, so
Should we
preferring something equals hate.
That's right. For you, it does. You have a track record at this point.
Yep, Bioshock Infinite was a terrible game, and I'm not gonna play it again.
Heard it here first.
Whoa.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Ragtime
Fuck you, Ken
hatred.
Levine.
Ragtime hatred.
So moving on to
Sorry,
our
Ken
last,
Levine, take me back.
last big item is that in a headline that surprises no one at all, EA is a finalist for Worst Company again this year
Them
after
against
winning it last year.
Winning.
They
It's
better
last year.
lose to Ticketmaster, to be honest. Ticketmaster sucks. Peter
Yeah,
Moore is trying to
Ticketmaster
campaign against this, though. Apparently, Brandon.
No, he did. Peter Moore made a blog post the other day that was
Because
like,
it's not, period.
Yeah, I mean that's so
So
strong.
they're in the finals for the worst company, and so Peter Moore made a blog post basically like, yeah, we can do better, but here, like, really, all of the complaints you have against us aren't legitimate. That's what he was saying. He makes points in his little blog post. He's like, many continue to claim the always-on function in SimCity is a DRM scheme. It's not. People still want to argue about it. We can't be any clearer. It's not. Period. He wrote those words when
You'll
it
just
actually
keep saying
literally is a DRM scheme.
Wishful thinking.
Brandon, it's an MMO.
It's not.
Okay, dude?
Period. Period. End of discussion.
There's no,
It's not.
not offer any counter argument. Just
It's
not.
not. Period.
It's not. Period.
Because you
And then he
can't
put a period
access the
after he
game,
said period.
Because you can't access the game in an offline setting. It's not a DRM. Period. It's just
So
not
you're-
because you
so
can't
you're
access
saying
the
I
game.
can't
That
play
doesn't
my
mean it's a
game.
DRM. It's not. Period.
Yeah, you're right. You can't really. It's not an apology if you then deny everything that has gone
Well,
on. You're Brandon.
some-
I'm really
claim that-
sorry
some
none of those
claim that-
things happen, guys.
Some
Keep it
claim
up.
that there's no room for Origin as a competitor to Steam. 40 million registered users are proving that wrong. 18 active users proving it right.
People that wanted to play Mass Effect 3 and had no choice are proving it wrong.
You
all
can
right?
access Origin games without being on Origin. But I will be the first person to say that Origin has improved greatly since it launched, and I actually do not mind it in the slightest anymore. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, he
Perfectly
does
fine.
have an excellent point with that last point he makes, Brandon,
Yes.
in that
That's
bulletin
hilarious.
list.
No, the last point is the worst of all, because it's like here are a bunch of things that people have actually talked about, and then it's like, and people don't like that we allow LGBT characters in our games, but you know what? We're not like, if that's why we're the worst company, then so be it. It's like, what?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Peter Moore,
Wow.
you
They're
just
such
got
pioneers
hired, and this is what we're going through? You
They
just
are-
got hired, dude.
They are LGBT rights. They are.
I'm glad they pinned down the source of the problem.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Richatello's still
It's
cleaning
just
coffee
trolls.
mugs out of that office, and this is coming out. God damn
Guys,
it.
we hate gay people. Guys, all of us, because we're not behind everything EA does.
Yeah.
So,
I had no
so-
idea until now.
I didn't realize I was such a bigot till I read this blog. I
I
hate
thought I
gay
hated
people.
SimCity, but it turns out I hate gays. Well,
I can't.
thanks, EA.
I can't do it.
I
No,
didn't
know
even
exactly what
know.
you mean.
Damn it.
Oh, God, that's so. This made me.
City
this
made me Mitt Romney.
He's proving the point. His point, really. He's actually proving the point of everyone else. Like,
Yep.
He's not proving the point because he's not.
well,
Period.
yeah.
Period. This discussion is over.
Period.
He also brings up the Simpsons Tapped Out as a really awesome game.
boy.
So I just
What?
What is that game?
it's
It's
a
a mobile
iPad
game. It's like Farmville but Simpsons, basically.
What is that game? Exactly. What?
It's basically the easiest way I could describe it is Simpsons Farmville without farming, but it's like, yeah, it's that
Wait,
stuff.
So Farmville without farming.
Well, you know what I mean. No, it's
Bill.
kind of it's like that bullshit where everything's on a time cycle and just makes you keep coming back. That kind of deal.
Someone just
Oh
had
my
a
God.
life.
The traditional Facebook fuckery. That's basically what it is.
I just read this line about him comparing EA to the Yankees, Lakers, and Manchester United.
Oh God, not helping. Not helping yourself. Someone in chat just had a realization saying, "I'm gay and I hate EA. I now know I hate myself."
God damn it!
good to finally get there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's so funny.
Oh my
That should have been followed with an FKB mod, by the way.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. I mean, we could sit here for literally for hours and discuss all the mistakes EA has made, but it's just kind of at this point, it's whatever. And though I do agree, though, like they make mistakes. There are so many other worse companies. Like we still sometimes get good products, out of it.
Are there though? Are there
Battlefield
though?
3 is a good product.
Mass Effect's good.
Mass
Yeah.
Effect, Dead
Battlefield
Space.
3 overall is a solid game. There are things I don't like, but
Listen,
it's
the
still a
Russian
good game.
the Russian
City
guy
was
who
not clusterfucker.
yeah, the Russian guy who stole my Origin account 2 weeks ago, he enjoyed SimCity a lot, dude. So I don't think you can really say that they haven't made a good game.
And SimCity, even though it had its problems, as a game, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Mass Effects, they're all good games. Dead Space, they're all good games. Except maybe Dead Space 3.
let's not make that statement yet.
Dead Space is good.
Here comes the
NHL
hate.
13 is good.
Here comes the
NHL
hate.
13 is a solid game.
NHL on Xbox, great game.
Yep.
Fantastic
Play
game.
it every day. So, moving
Madden,
on.
Madden, like I really love tennis games, so I play a lot of Madden.
There it is. Moving on to some little quick news items. Some rumors or leaks, no one really knows for sure on this, but Project Titan, Blizzard's new MMO, some details have leaked on that. Some of the more interesting points of that, although we don't know that any of it's true. And we'll probably see it at BlizzCon, I would assume, this year.
Absolutely. There's a
But-
teaser I think scheduled for it.
Yeah. So it's going to take place throughout the history of Earth. It's going to be an MMO, but it sounds like you'll be able to travel within time, sort of.
Yeah.
Copied off Braid, posers.
Well, it takes place in like Greek and Viking and like one other type of mythology, right? So it's
Yeah. Clan housing, Blizzard style graphics, which means it's just going to be the WoW engine again.
Yes, because I
So-
like
so
that.
this is
WoW's
on the new
visuals are
engine now.
phenomenal.
But
they're good.
But Blizzard style graphics mean it's gonna look cartoony and sweet.
yeah. So
Well, we don't know what that means.
I-
Diablo and StarCraft 2 both look really good.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. I mean, we'll see what that actually
I don't
means.
even. What
I
does
hope it's a
Blizzard
new engine.
style art like?
Yeah, I don't- I-
engine even
like,
mean?
When I think of all of their three big
I just think of
titles, I can't
WoW
really think of
immediately.
it like a unified style.
Yeah, I think WoW, like really poor anti-aliasing on launch. Have you gone and looked at old WoW graphics and seen how bad the anti-aliasing was?
Yes.
I
Yes.
completely forgot how bad it was in vanilla.
I remember
It was
playing
so
with low
bad.
textures in that game, and so it would literally be like the base texture, like squares. That would be it. So like it'd be a brown square and then a slightly less brown square, and then like that's if you had them on. It was terrible looking. It's awful, but it's 8 years old. So
Guys,
Yeah,
Alex is
hopefully
in
it's new.
chat.
Alex is in chat. Oh my goodness,
Holy shit.
base
The
Joker.
interesting thing about, or at least the most interesting thing about this supposed leak to me, is that they're apparently designing it with esports in mind.
Yeah,
which
isn't that
I don't
weird?
even know what that means for,
You know what it
for an
means?
MMO.
This is just Firefall again. It's just gonna be sick. It's just
This is actually
Firefall.
the-
Dude, when I
Just-
think of esports,
Esports.
I still can't escape Firefall. It's like esports Firefall. And Rishi just said "fuck KBMOD" if you couldn't hear it. To my door.
Jared just orchestrated that, by the way.
Oh, nice, nice.
That was
Oh,
amazing.
man. Yeah,
Rishi's at your house? I had no idea.
They're roommates.
Oh.
we live together. Yeah, but so he is at my house.
They're lovers. They're
In a weird
lovers.
way.
Beautiful. I thought someone was responding to Firefall. I didn't know.
Yeah, that just
Fuck Firefall.
Fuck Firefall!
yeah.
Some random person outside somebody's house just overheard Firefall discussion, and got
Firefall
really fucking pissed.
Games that you fucking, I don't know.
Firefall was not
Seeing
at,
them at conventions.
they were not at PAX this year except for
Just
a giant loud ass fucking thing in the lobby. That was
Yeah,
what
why?
they had this
Just
year.
stop. They didn't have not even a booth. It's just a statue. They're like, we know that you know that we exist, so we're just gonna annoy you.
All it did was annoy you every 20 minutes with some loud fucking.
Just
We know
not
that you know
fucking
that.
put it out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
still here. We're still a game. Sort of.
Still
One
here.
of those.
Mark Kern's WoW money just flies out the top.
You
of the
guys seen
machine
our
right ahead.
scale Hawken mech that's at our booth?
What?
That was pretty sweet.
Hawken has some fantastic designers.
Like Firefall
Yeah.
has the noisemaker and Hawken has the life-size mech. That's what I
It's
hear.
got a smoke machine.
It's got a smoke machine.
Hawken's booth design at PAX was phenomenal. Like it wasn't big, but like just like the way that they designed that booth was like jaw-dropping. Looked great.
For the indie booths.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
So
that.
Titan.
Yeah. Well,
Everyone
that's
else-
all we know really on Titan. I mean, you know,
Well,
it's
the
a new
leak-
engine.
The leak came from a website called TitanFocus.info.
Yeah, dude,
So I don't-
legit.
.ru/keylogger.
porn site.
Tight,
info.
tight in focus.
Oh, I thought
Slash-
you said taut and focus.
Slash
Okay.
tubegalore.com. So that's where it was. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. BlizzCon obviously will have stuff more on
Yeah.
it, and I'm pretty pumped for that.
I think it'll be good. When is, I mean,
2015.
say what you will about Diablo 3, Blizzard's track record's usually pretty good, so I think it'll be interesting. So.
Definitely.
Well, they listed on this leak too that they were considering a real money auction house kind of thing, but I'm sure they won't do anything like that now.
Yeah.
Not now. They won't.
Esports bit is what I'm most curious about in regards. Like, does that mean it's like arenas or something? Or I mean,
WoW has kind of WoW had an infrastructure for esports kind of stuff, and for a while they had those
Arena was
kinds
big
of
for a
things.
bit. Yeah.
I mean, I could see how they could. I think they could make an interesting kind of esports scene where like the top players on each server or whatever qualify, and I mean they could make some interesting stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree
They
with
used
that.
what World of Warcraft was at.
Arenas, yeah. I mean,
Was that like the MLG precursors?
Yeah.
Like there was arena top level.
That was on
arena
TV
play.
for a little bit too.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Back when MLG was on
2v2.
TV.
Side of it, so for sure.
2v2. But so moving on to our last couple stories, which are Diablo 3 competitors, oddly enough. So Torchlight 2 has finally got its mod support in place, which is very cool. There's already full campaigns on Steam Workshop and that kind of stuff. So if you bought that game, there's way more content, and one of the pets is a head crab now, so you should definitely use that only.
That's funny.
So
Good for those guys.
Yeah, and I might give the mods a little bit of time, but things like the Synergies mod, which is a full conversion, new campaign and everything, that's ready to go, but you might want to give it a little bit for the modding to get mature. But there's already an 8-player mod instead of 6, and that kind of stuff to feel like D2 again. So
It's also on sale right now, and if you're listening to this on Tuesday, it's probably not, and you're an idiot.
And then also Path of Exile, the free-to-play game. Wow, they just took some big old swigs over there. But Path of Exile has said that over the next 5 years they're going to put out an expansion per year on that game. It's a free-to-play game. It's quite fun. We've played a lot on streams and that kind of thing. So if you're into Path of Exile, new content is coming for you. And Torchlight as well. So there you go. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick 90-second break once again here, and then we'll be back with your questions. There we go.
Can I just say that this chat is like the funniest chat I've ever read?
Dude.
This whole stream,
I want to live stream this chat.
so good.
Dude, KBMOD chat, dude. It's just
the
whole
Reach
community,
chat.
man.
Yeah.
Like they do nothing when I
Diction,
stream. They do
yes.
nothing but troll me, but it's so good. You can't ever be mad. It's
too
just so
funny to
funny.
get pissed off.
Hey, by
Yeah,
the way,
you
Scott,
can't.
do you like how I troll you
Diction.
at least? That's probably the funniest part. Is as an adult, I troll you.
You do. You do. You have
I
a little
trolled
work to do to
Jefferson
get to the
Fox
level
the
of
other day.
KBMOD, but you're pretty
Jared, you have
good.
a doppelganger in the chat. Hi, Diction. Hi, Gassy, by the way.
We have a guy in the chat named Jared Gerritzen who says, "Jared, I love you."
He swears he's Jared Gerritzen, which is
that's
weird.
You should be happy that's not a guy that doesn't hate that.
It's actually Peter Moore saying, "I'm Jared Gerritzen, period, end of story." No discussion.
I have stolen your identity.
It's Peter Monolith who's been very jealous of Jared in his career thus far, so he impersonates him.
Adorable.
Whatever happened to that cube?
I don't
happened
know.
to that
Yeah, what's
thing?
going on with the cube?
Probably still going.
I should download that app again. Take a look.
The Jared Gerritzen Twitch account says that he's with your wife right now.
What? That's who that dude is. That's weird.
He spelled your last name incorrectly as well. Gerritzen is not his last name. Yeah.
Really drunk.
Oh, man.
We have. Oh, there's the first request to fix your game, Jared, which we hadn't used yet.
Oh, look at you! You're. Why don't they just call Scott a sellout now? No,
Yeah, I
they-
know.
Yep.
Just bring all the memes
Behind.
back.
They're
All the
called
memes.
Kill
memes,
Nick Fenton.
Jared. They're called memes, Jared.
They're
Just
called
say
May May.
Kill Nick Fenton
May
while
May.
we're at it.
memes, and then you say Hugh. Hugh. Very funny. I love memes.
I love memes.
Memes. Oh, look at all the Scott sellouts.
There you
There we
go.
That is a great picture, everyone, that just got linked in chat of
For
Jared.
those keeping track, this is a UFO behind us. I noticed some comments. It's a UFO. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's real. I can kind of block it out with my hand, but it's happening.
It's a moon. You
I
nerds.
can't wait
It's not
till
the moon,
Alan
it's-
Wake
look,
breaks
you
in.
see the
with
moon
a
out there? It's a
flashlight.
UFO.
moons. You have
Like how you said, it's a moon. Like there's another one floating around.
Oh, it's a moon.
where Brett's from, there are 2 moons.
Wherever that tequila came from, there's 2 moons.
Oh god.
So, all right, guys. User questions at the Orax, I think is how you pronounce his name. How do you know the grind is real? That is the first question.
Because it says so on optic.spreadshirt.com.
Does it?
Can I say when
Oh god, I gotta check
you
this.
gave her $20 before she started? That's how you know the grind's real.
In the most literal sense, that is.
In the
how
most very literal.
Yeah.
Very literal.
The grind is happening when you give her $20.
That's when you know.
Hashtag orb and in Germany.
Oh boy.
Who else was there? Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Literal
Sorry,
sense.
20 kroners.
I definitely want to see Orb in a strip club now. This is very much intrigued me.
Or what?
This is an early morning for him too.
Jesus.
His mom's still waking him up.
He's like, we promised. We promised.
I was drunk. He's no, he's.
Oh God. Next.
Next question. This is from at totally not Cam. Would you rather not have to sleep or not have to eat? You can still do the other thing, you just don't have to survive. This is easy in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sleep. I love
Yeah.
food. I'm
That's
not
like
giving
a
up
that's
food.
like a third of your life.
Yeah.
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 Don't sleep.
Sleep is necessary, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't have to.
Right. Yeah, that's easy.
Do either.
That's
I would just-
easy.
Drink
Masturbate.
beer.
Yeah.
Masturbate.
Just drink beer.
Well,
You could be eating all those extra hours and somehow have it not matter.
Oh, dude.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I moved
Yeah.
to Vegas so you could drink the entire time.
yeah. Well, this next question has to do with masturbating.
There you
so,
Good. Thank God.
At Itchy Poner asks, would you rather ejaculate every time you cry or cry every time you ejaculate?
I already do the second one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to go with number 2 because I don't really cry like ever.
I never.
And like the few times that I have like in recent memory, it's always makes you feel better.
And
So-
what conflicting emotions? Like you're at your grandmother's funeral
Yeah,
and you
and then
start
you're
tearing
jizzing.
up and
Yeah, like
pants.
I was just like my father's funeral 2 summers ago. There's been semen everywhere.
That's horrible.
It's been like the
It was
worst.
terrible. It was
They're like, what's going on?
This has gone dark places very quickly.
This is really dark. Jesus Christ. And then you have feelings of shame and guilt. You're like,
and then you would continue to cry and
I
continue
just
to
bought a new
ejaculate.
Indochino suit. I'm crying at a funeral.
Better that you happen to cry in a controlled moment of ejaculation than having no control over ejaculation in an emotionally weak moment.
God,
I mean, come on.
God, that's so terrible. Yeah.
So people in the chat, you just ruined funerals forever for everybody. We just nobody could ever go to another funeral now.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely the second one, I guess. Yeah, definitely the second.
At BLR Orange Fanta, BLR fan Mimi.
Mimi?
Her name is Mimi actually. Orange Fanta, that is her name.
I have a question. I have a question for Mimi. What is your favorite Mimi? Mine is Forever Alone XD face.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
Oh my
Poor
god.
girl. If you had to have 3 people always talking to you in your head, who would those people be?
2 mute people and Hayden Panettiere telling me she wants to fuck me. Done.
Always.
Just constantly.
That was so
Never
quick.
acted upon, just always telling you. If you were
Done.
here right now, I'd fuck the shit out of you. Thanks, Hayden.
Too bad I'm only in your head. Oh my god. I would have Scott in based APL form. I think. I would
Yeah,
have.
chatting away with you.
Yeah, just dropping fat beats on me all the time. And then John Carmack.
I was gonna say John Carmack.
Yeah, I feel like you would just get smarter.
This guy says he'd have Helen Keller, so in his head he just sees
It sounds like Andy Kipling.
I was like, am I going to have to do the Helen Keller impression? Oh, no, Jared's got it.
Let me get it.
Don't worry.
I'm on it.
Went right for it.
I'm on it.
Werner Herzog in my head.
Okay.
That's life. That's solid life advice.
Yeah.
2 more.
Yeah.
God, that's
a lot of people in your head.
That's a lot of people in your head.
And PewDiePie.
And PewDiePie. Just,
I already hear PewDiePie in my head.
I've got the rape. I've got the rape.
Neil Tyson. Neil
deGrasse Tyson. Werner
Neil
Herzog.
deGrasse Tyson, according to Scott.
Okay, listen, dude, I love Degrassi. Okay, so
Speaking of Degrassi, mine would be Drake. Mine would be Drake, Lil Wayne, and Waka Flocka.
That'd be the worst fucking. You'd kill yourself.
No, dude, you gotta have Baraka Flocka in there with.
I'd be thinking about like having to go to the grocery store and be like, yeah, we gotta get milk and eggs. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget the Caesarea.
I can't.
Please, 3 is too much. There's no way around that. 3 is too much.
Could I have 3 beatboxers? So I just have like Bismarcky and some other guys that are just freestyling in my head. So I just walk really fucking weird versus go crazy.
If it sounds,
you have a better. Yeah, you have a better idea.
Yeah. I just go for like 3 guys that make music with stupid voices.
There you go.
Oh, Bobcat Goldthwait, definitely though.
Yes.
Yeah.
hey, Jared. Kind of sounds like Shaggy when I do it.
Hey, Jared.
Oh, let you get a sandwich and get out of here, Scoob. Yikes. Same difference. Fictional cartoon character and Bobcat Goldthwait. Whatever.
Jordy Jordan is a good one. I'm surprised we didn't mention him. But
I'm surprised no one said Rux from Bastion.
Oh, Rux from Bastion would be good. But only if he can narrate everything you do. Like,
and then I took a poop.
Drink too
he
much.
Sits down on the toilet.
This
shit feels big.
Oh dear.
At Vincent
G Unit 1, 2, 3.
Don't put that away. Keep it going. Do you hear like the moonshine jug? Oh.
So at Vincent Gamino asks for some practical advice. Not that ejaculating every time you cry isn't practical advice, but how do I convince my mom that gaming is a good hobby? She's never lets me play, and when I do, it's only for 30-minute time frames.
Have to watch the COD Championship and see Farico holding a $400,000 check.
Whoever said kill her is the right.
That was me.
I've lived that. My parents used to limit me and my brother to 30 minutes every other day on video games. What? No joke. That was until I was like, and then I would find obviously other ways to play, like go to my friend's house and stuff. But so yeah, I had a lot of anger as a child. I obviously didn't kill my parents, but I did consider it. You gotta get.
Consider it.
I did consider.
It was an option I went over a few times.
As was running away from home, but no. What I ended up doing is a lot of times too. I don't know how old this gentleman is. That would be helpful to have an age. Like if you're like a younger teenager, then that probably will come with time. But yeah, like show her. I don't think showing this woman esports is going to make any difference. She probably wouldn't get it. So you just gotta get creative with it, man. Don't be in the house. Go play video games at your friend's house. I don't know. That's what I did.
Leave your house carrying your PC in your arms.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
So we lost Gerritzen and Hundar. They may have gotten too drunk and knocked the laptop off.
It's very possible.
But
if you don't kill her, I suggest at least giving her the song "To the Face" by Tabes. And if that doesn't win her over, then you're probably just not going to be able to play video games until college.
The UFO took Gerritzen and Hundar. I'm sorry.
You heard it here first.
I had a good suggestion from chat that you just show her how real the grind is.
That's correct.
he gives you $20. Oh boy.
So this
But,
next question. Go ahead.
No,
Brad.
I was gonna say one thing, like legitimately, that maybe can help change your parents' mind is if you play with real life friends. Like tell her that you're playing with people you know in real life and not people that you only know online. That freaks my parents out for a
who would
while.
tell people they're playing with random people and then go and meet them? That'd be weird.
Rapists.
They're all rapists. That's everybody online. That's
Oh,
what
I did that
Sam's
every
parents
time.
told her about us.
I get it.
For backs.
That was good advice, frankly.
Yeah, those
Where's
KBMOD boys, they're probably rapists.
At least one of us is, I'm pretty sure.
Who, Nick? Who's a rapist?
Yeah. Wow. Please do tell.
It's not important. So at El Hatada, this is more a question for Scott and possibly Nick. I'm an up-and-coming twerker. Any advice on how to twerk better so I can join the twerk team and twerk on Broadway?
Oh my god. The official twerk team. Go on YouTube and search the official twerk team. That is the best channel on YouTube. Period. The best. The best. I don't even know. Like,
What? I mean, just submit a demo and we'll give you like.
give
Yeah.
some demo tapes.
So to use my imagination and tell you how to twerk better when I haven't seen you twerk, that's impossible. It's impossible.
What you
request.
ask is
I think definitely building the resume is an important factor in twerking. One thing too, people think when it comes to twerking that it just success happens overnight, and like we said before, the grind is real, and the grind for twerking is definitely real. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of practice, and it's a lifestyle. You don't twerk 2 hours a day in front of the mirror. You live the twerk. You are the
Perhaps
twerk.
the realest
So-
grind of all, Scott.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, the most real. So start. I would recommend first moving out to LA and going to underground twerk parties like Twerkathon 2013, which is happening next week at some undisclosed warehouse.
I'll be
in
there.
Los
I'll be
Angeles.
there. Whoop.
I'll see you there. Yeah, me and Brett will be there.
By the way,
Twerkpocalypse? Were you? Oh man,
Twerkpocalypse?
Twerkpocalypse, Scott.
it's
We were at Twerkpocalypse. No joke. That was.
No. The most recent Twerkpocalypse was shut down by no less than 8 police cars.
But it's
I did.
twerkathon on Friday or Saturday.
Probably. Friday.
I just googled Twerkathon 2013 and I got a video of somebody in a furry suit. I'm gonna have to link this.
In a furry suit at a twerk show, you fucked up. I mean, I'll
There
tell
we go.
And Nick, you realize Google bases those searches off your history, right?
Hey man.
Well,
Oh god.
anyway,
so,
yeah. Just don't get discouraged. And if you need notes, I would also say Nuketown Noob. Mike has done some great
He
work
can-
in this field recently.
Yes.
He can fucking twerk.
He can
Oh.
get down. He's
You should check out his videos. Twitch.
Send all demos to scott.fish at angelfire.com.
Fire.
geocities.org.
I have my twerk box. That's my inbox for all twerk emails.
So much
check-
twerk.
APL twerk box.
Take your kids to work day. Woo! All day, every day.
Well,
so on to our
Hopefully
last
so.
question from Mr. Dancing Alpaca. Solid name. Can you smell what Dwayne Johnson is cooking? Can you
He's
smell
not
it?
cooking anything.
He's not. He's not a
He's
chef.
cooking a loss at WrestleMania to John Cena.
He's cooking.
Spoiler alert.
Kane, the Michael Bay movie, but even that's not really anything to get excited about.
Yep.
Well, the next Fast and Furious installment too.
He's in that.
Yeah. He's in Fast and
Scorpion
Furious
King
8 or
3
whatever it is.
coming soon to
DVD.
direct DVD.
Direct to Netflix.
Yeah, 1992.
Working out the Rock edition.
Direct to
He doesn't know
AVI
what twerking
file.
is, and he never. will.
He's from Florida. That's where twerks came from.
That is where it's working.
Yeah.
Florida is a naughty state. Did you guys know that? Florida is the naughtiest state in the union.
is it really? Wow.
Looks like a huge dick.
It looks like a.
It's not really. That's a fairly accurate statement.
Yeah. It's like a flaccid penis hanging off the end of the U.S. Pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
up and it's a fucking rock hard dick. And Florida is batshit fucking crazy. If you go there for a week, you actually will start to go insane too.
Somebody wants a Dwayne The Rock Johnson voice pack for BLR.
Great.
Can
I
we
would,
maybe make
I would
that
love
a-
to pay millions of dollars.
I'm sure he'd do it pro
I'm sure
bono.
WWE licensing is
Taylor?
cheap, dude.
Yeah, but
It's
on
just
its
butt claps. It's just butt claps.
Maybe the sound of twerking what I
maybe
just
maybe
did.
maybe a twerk.
The sound of twerking. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh God.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
Hills are
twerk,
alive with the sound of twerking.
if I twerk to my mom, will she know if the grind is real? She will know right away.
Twerk
Sir.
3 people in the chat want twerk taunt, so I guess you better make.
Yeah. Oh, more people.
Well.
All right, guys. That is it for episode 87 of the KBMOD podcast. If you are new to the channel, give us a follow here on Twitch, and we have all our social media links below the stream. Yeah, big thanks to Jared and Hundar for coming out.
Yes.
Unexpected
fucking nerds.
Hundar, but we enjoyed him. We'll have him on again. There we
Yeah,
go.
totally.
My
Against
absolute
your will.
pleasure, guys.
So we learned more about twerking than we ever thought we would tonight.
Twerkcasts.
Twerkcasts.
We will see you guys next week with guests Max, Gassy Mexican, and LOL Renee on next week. So we'll have another pair of guests on. And we'll see you then. And there will be a post show. I'll start up the stream maybe about 10 minutes or so. So we'll see you then, guys.